During my making ramen with Void arc, I had the thought of green running a max mode. If you haven't heard of green running before, it's essentially playing a max mode, but with the goal of completing it with as much power as possible. While the max mode list does recognize power percentages on the list, there's surprisingly not that much representation among the few that have seriously tried to grind them out. Even in the case of a game as popular as FNaC 1, the current best power record remains at 10% on the MML, despite other players proving that the record could be pushed as far as 28%. So ultimately, I decided to give it a shot. I wanted to see if I could get good at green running and perhaps obtain a record. Honestly, I don't remember why I specifically chose Night Null, but that's what I settled on. So before getting into the mode, I'd like to explain how you even unlock this mode. Upon completing Night 6, you unlock the Extras and Custom Night screen. If you attempt to visit Rat's Render in the Extras menu, you'll notice that the music cuts out. In the 2015 original, the game would simply show Rat shaking at you, but in the remaster... Shadow Candy starts on the newly generated camera 13. Whenever he disappears, he'll reappear on any of these cameras. He can appear individually in both the night vision on and off variations, effectively giving 18 cameras to check in rapid succession. You must find him, install him on the camera until Shadow Candy fades away, returning back to Cam 13. If you find Shadow Candy, but happen to click away too quickly, Shadow Candy can reposition to another camera, but this doesn't always occur for whatever reason. If you're too slow to find Shadow Candy, he'll attack one of the doors or the front window, initially appearing at the respective camera. If you block Shadow Candy, you'll lose between 2 and 10% power, indicated by how many times he bonks. Alternatively, refusing to block or opening the door/window too early will result in losing some power, in addition to losing 1 hour worth of progress. In order to regain said hour, you'll have to relocate the origami cat on one of the cameras. Either way, he'll continue to reappear in one of the cameras until you find him. The goal remains the same as the base game, survive until 6 AM over the span of 7 minutes. And most importantly, don't run out of power. Initially, I assumed the record would be based on what was listed on the MML, with 62% by Freddy Asbear. But turns out, another player by the name of Autumn pushed the record as far as 75%. She even offered the $50 prize for anyone able to beat a record. Curiously, this record went over a year and a half without being beaten, with very little competition to my awareness. So, how bad could it really be? Don't fucking taunt me like that, you little piece of shit. Okay, so there's some other smaller things to note about green running this max mode. First off, pretty obviously, but you cannot have Shadow Candy attack the office once, as you lose power. While straightforward, there's one problem, and that Shadow Candy can just randomly decide to teleport before you even find him. It might be possible to search all 18 cameras before a sudden teleportation happens, but if you change the cameras too quickly, you risk him changing to another camera, often one you already check. For all intents and purposes, for a human at least, there's going to be unwinnable situations. Second is the usage of a timer right at the start of the night. The main use cases for a timer is having a rough idea of when Shadow Candy will attack, and knowing when you're at the last 30 seconds of the night. Shadow Candy, from my own attempts, seemed to take about 10 to 15 seconds to move away from Cam 13. Given usage of the cameras uses power, even without night vision, I only check after 10 seconds, and check about every second or two after effect until he's gone from Cam 13. Once I've dealt with Shadow Candy one last time, around 6 minutes and 30 seconds or later, I know I no longer have to check cameras, as it will take Shadow Candy too long to attack me at that point. From there, I can just idle in the office and have a good idea as to what my final power percentage will be. That's essentially everything I have to say about this mode, so here's the final completion with 76 power remaining. New record. 1% improvement. I'm recording, right? I'm recording. All's good. Mouse is recording. Mouse sound is recording. You're good.
Stop.